You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Let's talk Breakers basketball now. We're joined by Dub. Well, it's actually William McDowell-White. Mate, welcome to the program. I trust you well and looking forward to getting back on the train again when it comes to the NBL after a wee American break.
Yeah, no, it's good to be back. Good to be back in Australia, and happy to be talking to you now.
Yeah, and you come back to Australia, and it's almost like you're kind of coming back to home because during the COVID times, you trained at the same gym, didn't you? So it's kind of a homecoming.
Yeah, it really is. We're back at MSAC doing some lifting and some work on the court. So yeah, it feels like old times to be fair.
What are you going to bring from your American Odyssey to the floor? Can you bring much? What did you pick up? What were your lessons?
Well, yeah, we wanted to work on our transition defense and just getting back to what we were last season and being one of the better defensive teams in the league. And even though it was only 2 games, we really felt strong about the progress that we made over there. So hopefully we can translate that when we get back.
Is it difficult to do, like comparably, the way the Americans play and the way the Americans, their games are whistled compared to what's happening in the NBL? Can you actually take much and reapply that to a different league?
Yeah, you can. So, there's obviously certain situations where, there's different rules. The courts are bigger, 3-point lines further back. So it's a tricky one, but we tried to, bring it back into kind of NBL rules and things like that. So I guess we're just going to see how it goes, really.
Strange way to do it. You play a couple of games and then shoot off to the States. It's kind of an odd kind of timetable, but it is what it is. Does that upset the rhythm of the players, you think, as far as jet lag, as far as travel? Has it been good, bad, and different? I suppose you won't find out till you play, will you?
Yeah. I really won't know until we step on the court. But no, we have really good performance staff and they take care of us really well. So, they've prepared our bodies well, and a lot of these guys are feeling good and actually got some guys back healthy over a little stint. So it's probably a good thing for us.
Wait, so who are we lacking? Is there anyone still in the sick bay or not?
Oh, I don't know anymore. I think we might have everyone back. But yeah, we had a couple guys, 2 or 3 guys that were down and out, and yeah, just needed those couple extra weeks to get back, and so now we're all good. We're good to go. Okay,
so you're all good. You're all ready to go. You got a new man in the team as well. How's that worked out for you guys? Has he managed to integrate pretty well into the system, into the team?
Yeah, Ant's hasn't really missed a beat since he's come in. I've actually played with him a couple of years ago in the G League, so kind of knew what he would bring to us. And once I spoke to me and Modi, had a little conversation about it, and he's really fit in perfectly. He's probably what we were missing in the beginning.
So what does he actually bring to the floor? If you could, I suppose for the uninitiated, the non-ball fans, what's the best way to describe what he picks up and what he actually brings to the exchanges?
Yeah, the first thing is probably his energy and intensity. He's going to be talking, intense. He's one of the most versatile players probably in the league coming in, and but he can really do a little bit of everything as well. Can shoot, make decisions. We're going to be very comfortable with the ball in his hands.
Where does Anthony Lamb sit? Like, what position does he play? What spot is he primarily? So it's a guy that can play all over the court, all well and good, but possibly, and tell me if I'm wrong here, William McDowell-White, because I probably am, if you don't focus or specialise, maybe you can be a little loose. Is that a fair thing to say? So where's he best?
Yeah, we'll probably use him at the small forward, at the 3 a lot, coming in. Got myself and Parker and Isaiah as those kind of lead guards, and just getting him kind of bringing him off the ball, then onto the ball. It's tricky because of how talented he really is. But yeah, it's just something we've been working out. We've only had about a week with him, maybe not even that. So yeah, look, it's tough, but he's super talented, and it's going to work out.
Well, I'd like to think so. I hope it was. What about Melbourne? They've been on a wee bit of a run. I think they've only lost once so far in the games that they've suited up for. What do they bring to the court?
Oh, I think they're the best right now, the best defensive team in the league, and they'll be right up there by the end of the year as well. They just get stops. They're very good in their system, and they got a lot of guys who can play a lot of different positions. So we just got to be ready to embrace that challenge of them being physical and up the floor and trying to push us out of our offenses, and just play without any fear, really.
Is there an idea behind possible disruption of their structures and what they do there? Is that something they've suggested or you looked at?
Not too much. We haven't really looked at them a lot. We're mostly focusing on us for the time we were in the States, and we only got here I think yesterday afternoon. Yesterday afternoon. So we've haven't watched a whole lot of them, but yeah, the good thing is that we got a lot of guys who have been in the league a long time and know these guys really well.
A guy like Cam Glidden, you're looking toward him to be influential in this exchange?
Yeah, him and Tom, and just using their experience and everything they've done over their careers. So it's good to have those guys in our corner. And
someone else who's in your corner who's turned up and made quite the splash, Parker Jackson Cartwright. What a player he's turned out to be. First up for you guys, people stood up and watched and went, hold on, this guy's got some game, huh?
Yeah, you want to talk about a talent? That's probably the first guy I talk about. He's been a winner everywhere he's went. He's won a couple of MVPs overseas. This guy can really go. First thing people look at is his height and think he won't be that good, but he plays with such a tenacity and fearlessness that not many people can match. I've
never played 20 great level, but I always remember the more diminutive characters, the shorter guys out, they always had bullet passes, and if your eyes weren't open, you'd catch one in the face, in the backside, in the chest, because their passing is something else. It's very direct, very, very quick. I expect the same with him. Yeah, no, those smaller guys, they can make, a lot of passes that a lot of us can't make. Just for them being so low to the ground, they can see different angles and things like that. So just got to make sure you're watching the ball at all times, because that thing can come out of nowhere. And also, if you're playing against him, you've got to watch for his burglaring inclinations. That guy can flog the ball out of nowhere, can't he? You're dribbling and suddenly he's gone down the other end of the park. Yep. You won't even realise that the ball hasn't bounced back to your hand yet, and he's on the other end laying it up. He's a freak at that. I've never seen anything like this before. So if there's one guy I'm happy to have on my team, it's Parker for sure. Mate, and it's great to watch. Looking forward to the Breakers getting back into action again up against Melbourne WM. I just call you Will. It's probably easiest. William McDowell-White, thanks very much for joining the program. Look after yourself for the rest of the season, mate. Go well. Perfect. Thanks, Darcy.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday, or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.